Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Larry's come to join us today. Hey, Larry Poo. He wanted to come and say hi to you. Wow, nearly at the end of August, right? We've just had a new moon as well. New moons are all about inviting new things into our life. So I thought it was a really nice time to do a heart opening practice, a little 20-minute heart opening practice. So grab yourself a block or a blanket. We're going to start lying down on the floor. If you've got a block, you're going to place the block. No, it's not about you. You're going to place the block in between the shoulder blades. If you've got a blanket, you're going to roll the blanket so it's quite thick, and then you're going to lie on the blanket. You just so you get a little bit of an arch in the chest, and then you're going to put your hands out to the side. The palms are going to face up. That's it, Simon. And because it's the beginning of the day, let's bend the knees and place the feet on the floor. And then it's up to you. You can knock the knees in towards each other, or you can have them straight, depending on your back. So just be gentle with a block, especially if you haven't been up long. Unless you know you're quite flexible in the back, just be gentle with a block because it's quite, it can be quite big. So we want to go softly at the beginning of the day. Okay, so arms out to the side, just close the eyes, soften down through the face, relax the tongue, allow it to fall away from the roof of the mouth. And just take this moment just to check in, just breathe. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing all is well. Beautiful day, new day. And allow the palms to face up towards the ceiling, just so we can invite new things into our life. We're going to spend a couple of minutes breathing here. I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to pick a card for you today. Da, da, da. Ah, very lovely, very short and very sweet. Enjoy, it is happening. I can't see that, Si. What is it? Is that your, oh, is that your stone? Your crystal? I love that. Just, sorry, I've digressed now. Just a little thing on crystals. When there's a full moon, so the next couple of weeks, there'll be a full moon, put your crystals out so the full moon can charge them on the windowsill or somewhere where the full moon can see them. Okay, going back to the card. Enjoy, it is happening. Enjoy, it is happening, whatever that might be. With that intention in mind, take a nice big breath in and then let the breath go. Exhale. And again, a nice big breath in and breathe out. Welcome in, Maria. We're starting lying down. We've got a block underneath our back or a blanket just to open up the heart. But you do your own thing as well at the same time. We've just pulled a card. Enjoy it is happening. Enjoy it is happening. Enjoy this new beautiful day, this brand new day. Be really proud of yourself, guys, for stepping into your space. Whatever day it is you're watching this recording in, wherever you are in your day, it's a new beginning. It's happening. Hatha yoga. Hatha yoga. Now the practice begins. Okay, we'll take another couple of breaths here. Just keep the face relaxed, keep the shoulders relaxed. As you breathe in, just let the breath touch the ribs, touch the abdomen, touch the belly, so it fills the belly up with space. Beautiful, guys. You've got 3 more breaths here. Inhale for a count of 1. Breathing in for a count of 2. And breathing in for a count of 3. Very nice. And do you know what, guys, right? I'm going to talk you through a little practice this morning. But if you're in this space and you're like, I feel really comfortable here and this is really working for me and I'm going to stay here and be proud, then you stay there. But if not, you're going to roll over onto one side. You're going to remove the block or remove the blanket. And then you're going to come into cobra. So you're going to stay laying down, but you're going to lay down on your belly. Lay down on your belly. You're going to bend your arms. So your elbows are roughly in line with your shoulders. So your elbows are roughly in line with your shoulders. You're going to spread your fingers wide and you're going to lift up your heart and draw your elbows back towards the body. That's it, Bruce. Nice. So it's up to you what you do with the legs. Some people like to keep the legs together. Some people like to keep the legs a little bit apart. So have a play around with your back. Try not to dump. So I really want you to think about pushing the floor away with your forearms. So you lift up through the heart space. So it's like I've got a piece of string and it's attached to the space in between the heart, in between the breastbone. And I'm pulling that piece of string forward. So it's lifting up the heart. And we're opening the chest as well to allow the breath to flow a little bit more freely. So just keep breathing here. Nice deep breaths. You're going to get a little bit of a workout in the biceps and the triceps at the same time. Beautiful, guys. You're going to breathe. You're going to stand or you're going to lay tall and proud. You're going to shine your heart forward. Enjoy it. It's happening. Hatha yoga. And now the practice begins. And if you've got a busy head this morning, I want you to keep bringing your focus back to that space in between the eyebrows. So every time your mind goes into a story, and it will always talk to you, it will keep having a chat with you, it will keep having a conversation about whatever, just keep bringing it back to that space. Okay, let's do another 3 breaths here. Inhale for a count of 1. Breathing in for a count of 2. And inhaling for a count of 3. Well done, guys, very nice. And then just come down to laying on your belly. So you're laying on your stomach, you're going to extend your left arm out to the side, your left arm out to the side. You're laying down on the floor and your hand is roughly in line with your shoulder. Your palm is facing down, spread the fingers. And then you're going to roll over onto the left-hand side of the body. So you're getting right into the shoulder here. That's it, Si. You're going to roll over onto the left-hand side of the body. You're going to pause here. You're going to take a couple of breaths, see how that feels. Deep stretch into the shoulder blades. And we're just opening up. The tip of the left lung starts underneath the left shoulder blade. Okay, if that's comfortable for you and you want to push it a little bit further, you're going to lift up your right leg and you're just going to bend the right leg and you'll take the right leg behind you so the toe touches the floor. So you're going to come into a little bit more twist. That's it, Bruce. But only if that works for you. It's quite intense. And then the whole of the left side that's connected to the floor, you're just going to soften that. So don't hold any tension there. And then you're going to put your focus, your attention, your chitta, your mind, right where that left shoulder blade is. Just hold it there and I'm going to count you in 5 breaths. So keep your space there. You're going to inhale for a count of 1. You're going to breathe in for a count of 2. You're going to inhale for a count of 3. You're going to breathe in for a count of 4. And you're going to inhale for a count of 5. Very nice, guys. You're going to come back to rolling onto your belly. You're going to take a stabilizing breath when you get there. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing the other side. So you're going to extend the right arm out this time. Spread the fingers. Hand is in line with the shoulders. Palm facing down. Palm facing down. You're going to roll over onto the right hand side of the body. You can use your left hand for support. You just bend your elbow, place your hand on the floor. You're going to take a couple of breaths there. You're going to relax the whole of the right side of the body. And then if it works for you, you're going to pick the left leg up. You're going to bend the knee and you're going to take it behind the body. So you're just coming into a little bit more of a twist. And you're going to place the toe on the floor or the whole of the foot that might fit on the floor. And you're going to breathe. Got 5 more breaths. Inhale for 1. Breathing in for a count of 2. Inhaling for a count of 3. Breathing in for a count of 4. And inhaling for a count of 5. Very nice, guys. Well done. Roll back to the center. Stabilizing breath. Push yourself into a child's pose. Push yourself back into a child's pose. Wide-legged child pose. Big toes touch. Knees go out to the side. Extend your arms out in front. Spread your fingers wide. Bring your forehead down towards the mat. If the forehead doesn't reach the mat, put a block underneath your forehead or a pillow or a blanket. Bring the mat to your forehead. Spread the fingers wide, straighten the arms as much as you can. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Tuck the tailbone under slightly so you get a really nice length in the spine and take the butt back towards the heels. Just got 3 breaths here and then we're going to come into Dandasana, stick pose. So inhale for 1. Breathing in for 2. Inhaling for 3. Very nice, guys. Walk the hands back to the hips. Come up to seated Dandasana pose, stick pose. So you're literally just sitting on the floor. Your legs are out in front of you. So your legs are out in front of you. And your hands, you're going to place your hands behind you. Either the fingertips touch the floor or the whole of the hand touches the floor, whatever works for you. Personally, I like to come up onto my fingertips and squeeze my shoulder blades together. Come up onto my fingertips, squeeze my shoulder blades together and open up my heart. The legs are out in front. Flex the feet. This is a strong pose, guys. It looks easy, but it's strong. You're going to really draw up through the knees. You're going to engage the thighs. And as you flex your feet, you're going to gently lift the heels up off the floor. So all the legs are engaged. Fingertips are on the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open up the heart. Look forward and breathe. You're going to gently draw up through the core. And again, your mind will be wandering, so bring it back to that space in between the eyebrows. Keep your attention there. You've got 5 more breaths. Inhale for 1. Flex your feet, Bruce. Inhale for 2. Breathing in for 3. Nice, Audrey. Inhale for 4. Breathing in for 5. Nice. Release your hands. You can release a little bit of tension in the legs if you need to, but keep the legs out in front. And now all you're going to do is you're going to raise the arms up. So you're in Dandasana, but the arms are up. But what I want you to think about, really stretching from the shoulder to the elbow, from the elbow to the wrist, from the wrist to the tip of the finger. So you're straight. That's it, Bruce. Nice. You're straight. And then you're going to draw back up through the legs, draw up through the knees, engage the thighs, lift the heels up off the floor. You've got to bring Uddiyana Bandha in. You've got to bring the core in a little bit here. You're lifting up, you're stretching up, you're stretching up. Again, lifting up from the shoulder to the elbow, from the elbow to the wrist, from the wrist to the tops of the fingers. You've got 5 more breaths. Inhale for 1. Breathing in for 2. Inhaling for 3. Reach up, reach up. Breathing in for 4. Just reach up, lift up to outside the ribs. And inhale for 5. Rise, Maria. And then exhale, release the hands down. Just give the shoulders a roll. Stay with the legs out in front. Interlace the fingers. Extend the arms out in front. Inhale, lift up. Raise the arms above the head. Again, now, so engage up through the knees, engage the thighs, lift the heels up off the floor. You just got 3 breaths here. Lift up, lift up. Inhale for 1. Breathing in for 2. Inhale in for 3. And release, release. Bring the hands back down. Change the interlace of the fingers. So release it and change the interlace of the fingers. This will be your non-habitual way. And again, 1 more round. Extend the arms out in front. Straighten the legs, draw up through the knees, engage the thighs, lift the heels up off the floor. Breathe in, lift up, inhale. Oh, just stretching the spine so we allow all the prana, the life, the breath to flow through the spine. 3 more breaths. Inhale for 1. Breathing in for 2. Inhaling for 3. Very nice, guys. Relax. Release the hands down by the side. Relax the legs. Wide-legged forward fold. Stay sitting on your butt. Take your legs out to the side. Move the flesh away. Move the flesh away from the sitting bones. So just pull bum cheek out. Pull the other bum cheek out and extend your legs out wide. I've got something in the way. I can't do it. So extend them out in wide. Come up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands forward, come up onto your fingertips, lift up. Audrey, come back. Lift up onto your fingertips, lift up your chest. Breathe in. And now walk your hands forward, exhale. So just coming into a little wide-legged forward fold. Nice, Simon. You've got 10 breaths here. You're going to inhale for a count of 1. You're going to breathe in for a count of 2. You're going to inhale for a count of 3. You're going to breathe in for a count of 4. Lift and lengthen. You're going to inhale for a count of 5. You're going to take a little bit of a smile. You're going to breathe in for a count of 6. Enjoy it. It's happening. You're going to breathe in for a count of 7. You're going to inhale for a count of 8. Breathe in for a count of 9. And inhale for a count of 10. Very nice. Release. Come to a cross-legged position. Come to a cross-legged position. Interlace the fingers for me. And we're going to do this like whole ripply thing. Oh, my thingy's getting in the way. So it's going to, that's it, side. So it's going to ripple through the shoulders. So the fingers are interlaced. Doesn't matter what way you go first because we're going to go the other way. Keep breathing. It's getting into the shoulders. Very nice. Keep going. Keep going. And then you're going to stop and you're going to go the other way. You can't think about it. Yeah. That's it, Bruce. Nice. So as you're doing this, you're getting into all the fascia in between the rib cage. You're opening up the space in the lungs so the lungs can breathe. Just opening up, getting into all that connective tissue. You're breathing into the cells in the body. You're just giving the body like a nice, fresh hug. Okay, a couple of more breaths here. Very nice. And then release the hands down by the side. Well, go to the left first. I'm not mirroring you. We'll go to the left first. You're just going to put your left hand down on the floor. If you can, onto the palm. Lean over to the left. And then you're going to stretch the right arm up to the sky. You're going to spread the fingers wide. You're going to squeeze the right shoulder blade back a little bit and take a little tiny bit of a twist. And again, you're really going to stretch from the shoulder to the elbow, from the elbow to the wrist, from the wrist to the tip of the fingers. So you get this beautiful stretch. You're lifting up, you're lifting up, you're stretching, you're stretching. And you can do whatever you want with the head. If you want to look up towards the sky, you can look up towards the sky. If you've got any injuries going on with your neck, you can just let your neck relax. It's up to you. But don't dump into this left shoulder. So I don't want you to put too much pressure into that left hand. It's not like the floor is saving you. It's just a little bit of support for you. If your left hand doesn't reach the floor, you put your left hand on a block or a pillow or a cushion. A couple of more breaths here. And then come back to center. Same thing on the other side. You're going to put your right hand down. Spread the fingers wide. Again, don't dump into that right shoulder. It's just a little bit of support. You can even use a block. You can put your hand on a block if you want to. Hey, Larry. Larry's coming back. You're going to extend your left arm up. You're going to spread your fingers nice and wide. And you're going to draw the left shoulder blade back a little bit to open up the chest, the side of the chest. And again, you're going to stretch from the shoulder, from the neck, from the shoulder to the elbow, from the elbow to the wrist, from the wrist to the top of the fingers. Stretch, 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 stretch. 3 more breaths. Inhale for 1. Breathing in for 2. Inhaling for 3. Very nice, guys. Release, release. Ustrasana pose, Ustrasana pose, camel pose. You're going to come up to kneeling. Come up to high knees. So you're going to come up to high knees. You're going to tuck the toes underneath. Tuck the toes underneath. I will sort my microphone out one day. And tuck the toes out underneath. You're going to place the hands on the lower back. The heel of the hand sits on the lower back. You're going to push your hips forward. Push your hips forward. And you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together and you're going to open up the heart. Beautiful, guys. So just like we were doing in Cobra, imagine I've got a piece of string and it's attached to that space in between the breastbone and I'm pulling that piece of string. So you're opening up the heart, you're opening up the chest and you're going to just be really proud. You're going to look up and you're going to breathe. Now, if you know this pose and you want to go a little bit further into the pose, you're going to place your hands on your heels. You're going to place your hands on your heels. You're going to reach down and you're going to place your hands on your heels. So you're coming into even more of a back bend, but it's a very deep pose. It's a very advanced pose. So don't do it if it doesn't work for you. That's it. Stay where you are. And wherever you are, you've got 3 more breaths. You're going to inhale for 1. You're going to breathe in for 2. And you're going to inhale for a count of 3. You're going to gently come back to center. You're going to come down to low knees. So you're just going to sit on your knees. You're going to place your hands on your lap, turn your palms up. And again, this is still going to be quite tall. So you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together and you're going to lift up the chest. You're going to tuck the tailbone under slightly. And then you're just going to walk into a child's pose. So keep your knees together, just walk into a child's pose, just a little counter pose, couple of breaths. And then you're going to transition into a downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. So come into your downward facing dog from here. Pedal the legs a little bit, open up the backs of the hammies. Sorry, I've gone over a little bit this morning. I got excited and I just can't hide it. I know, I know, I know. Okay, so a couple of breaths in downward facing dog. Spread the fingers really wide, root down through the thumb and the forefinger. Take all the weight out of the wrists. Okay. Take your hips up towards the sky. Imagine I'm lifting your hips up towards the sky. Bend your knees a little bit if you need to. Create a little bit of length in the spine. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Tuck the tailbone under slightly. Give the jaw a little bit of a wriggle. Relax the tongue, relax the face. Really strong downward facing dog. Got 3 breaths here. Inhale for a count of 1. Take your weight into the feet. Inhale for a count of 2. Breathing in for a count of 3. Very nice, guys. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Come up to standing. Slowly roll up to standing. Tadasana. mountain pose, stand tall, mountain pose, stand tall. You haven't got long left, couple more minutes, stay with me. Turn the palms out to face the front, Tadasana pose. Squeeze the shoulder blades together a little bit, draw out through the knees, engage the thighs, tuck the tailbone underneath. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Relax the face and relax the tongue. Utthita Tadasana, Utthita Tadasana, star pose. Take your feet a little bit wider, like you're a kid. Do you remember we used to do like star jumps at school? Take one arm up, take the other arm up. Feet are really wide. Okay, again, this looks simple like Tadasana, but I want you to be really strong. So root down through your feet, take your weight to the outside edge of the feet. So you roll out a little bit onto the outside edge of the feet. Take your awareness to your ankles. So I want you to be lengthening from the ankles up to the knees, from the knees up to the hips, from the hips up to the waist, from the waist up to the side of the chest, from the side of the chest up to the shoulders, from the shoulder to the elbow, from the elbow to the wrist, from the wrist to the tops of the fingers. So you're really, really strong. And you're just standing there tall, you're relaxing your face, you're relaxing your tongue. You're breathing all this lovely space you've created in the body by opening up the whole of the body as we welcome in this brand new beautiful day, the last day of August, the 31st of August, before we transition into September. I love September, it's a beautiful month. Stand tall, keep straightening the arms, keep spreading the fingers wide, stand tall, stand tall, stand tall. Hello world. Today is a beautiful day and I move through it light-hearted and carefree. Okay, take one more breath here. Bring your hands into the heart center. Namaste. Big breath in, big breath out. Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful day. Sorry, I've gone over a little bit this morning. I hope I haven't made anyone late for work. If you're off to work today, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Love you lots. Thank you for joining me.